This is your conduction system of the heart. So let's begin with the concept that the heart is a pumping organ. So the heart pumps blood to the different organs of the body. But what makes the heart a pumping organ? Ngano man makabumba og dugo ang imuhang heart? Because the heart has electricity, no? Naa siya'y kurente. And this electricity flows in the muscles of the heart. And the flow of this electrical current must be in an organized manner. Otherwise, kung erratic ang imuhang dagan sa kurente sulod sa imong heart, then you will have cardiac arrhythmias. That's why you will hear different kinds of abnormal heart rhythms. This rhythm of the heart is read by a machine called your ECG or electrocardiogram. So what are the different electrical conduction systems of the heart? Let's begin with the primary conductor, no? The primary pacemaker of the heart. You call that class as your SA node or your sinoatrial node. Ang SA node or sinoatrial node is the primary conductor or the primary pacemaker of the heart because dinha gyud gihimo ang imuhang kurente that makes the heart pump. Okay? And if the SA node is doing well, your heartbeat should be 60 to 100 beats per minute. Okay? And the SA node allows or makes your atria contract. Okay? So if the SA node works fine, your heartbeat is 60 to 100 and it allows your atria, atria to contract. Okay? So it allows atrial contraction. So what if wala kay ECG machine? How would you know nga your SA node is working fine? Sa may atong timailhan, you would be able to determine nga okay ang imong SA node simply by using your stethoscope, such that if makadungog gani ka og sound nga love, okay, your SA node is working well. No? It means that your atria is contracting. So again, class, your SA node represents your atrial contraction as indicated by the love sound on your stethoscope. Since it is the primary generator of the heartbeat, if it works fine, you will have a heartbeat of 60 to 100 beats per minute. Then the SA node flows to the AV node. Okay? Ang AV node nimo class, makita nimo at the junction between the atria and the ventricles. Mao nang gitawag siya og atrioventricular node. Ang SA node asa man na makita, naa na siya sa imuhang right atrium at the point of insertion sa imuhang superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So naa siya sa right atrium. But at the junction between the atria and the ventricles, naa nimo dinha makita imuhang AV node. The AV node is otherwise known as your secondary conductor. No? Siya ang alternative. Siya ang substitute sa imuhang SA. Such that kung mo-fail ang imuhang SA node, dili pa mamatay ang tao. Napa siya'y substitute. Kinsa may mo substitute niya? Ang katong AV node. Okay? However, class, your AV node is only capable of generating pila ra may heartbeat iyahang kaya ma-produce. Only 40 to 60 beats per minute ra ang iyahang kaya ma-produce. So kung 40 to 60, is that enough? Diba kuwang? So you cannot perfuse blood well to the different organs of the body. Kay 40 to 60 beats per minute raman ka. So mauna, this becomes an indication na kinahanglan ka magtaod og pacemaker. So maunang tauran og pacemaker kay hinay ra ang imong pitik. Maybe because the SA node is not working well. How would you know that your AV node is working well? Pwede ka mo gamit og stethoscope. Makadungog gani kas imong stethoscope sa dub nga sound, it means that the AV node works fine. Kung sa may function sa AV node, aside from generating 40 to 60, it allows your ventricles to contract. So SA node is to atrial contraction, while the AV node is to ventricular contraction. both your SA and your AV are power generators, no? Muhimo siya og power such that SA can make your heartbeat 60 to 100, but your AV can make your heartbeat at only 40 to 60 beats per minute. From the sinoatrial node and from the AV node, this power will now be transmitted to the rest of the body. First, it passes through a single branch called your bundle of His, which branches out into right and left bundle branches. Unsa may trabaho sa imuhang bundle of His, tighatod ra gyud na siya. No? It is a bridge. It connects the power generators to your Purkinje fibers. Ang imong Purkinje fibers, mauna na siya ang ultimately muhatod sa imuhang electrical current to the rest of the muscles of the heart. So, let's review. Okay? Where is the primary conduction system of the heart? You begin with the SA node. From the SA node, the heartbeat proceeds to the AV node. From the AV node, you go to the bundle of His, which branches out into right bundle branch and left bundle branch. And eventually, it spreads to the Purkinje fibers. Okay? What does SA node do? No? It allows atrial contraction, while your AV node allows ventricular contraction. Using your stethoscope, how would you know that the SA node is doing well? Because you can hear the lub sound. The AV node works well if you can hear the dub sound. What is common between SA and AV? Both of them are power generators, such that it makes your heart generate electricity for it to contract. But its power varies, such that SA only allows the production of 60 to 100 beats per minute, while your AV node allows a production of pumping at a rate of 40 to 60 beats per minute. But since 40 to 60 is insufficient, what do we need to attach the patient with? Unsay atong intervention? Magtaod-taog pacemaker. Okay? So from the power generators, this electricity is now transmitted to the rest of the heart by a conducting system or a bridge, no, which transmits electrical current. You call it your bundle of His, which spreads out into right bundle branch and left bundle branches. Then eventually you go to the Purkinje fibers. As early as now, I want you to know that your Purkinje fibers are sensitive to potassium levels. Now, class, we go to your ECG. How does an ECG look like? Okay. So first, mutanaw gani ka og ECG or sa mga Bisaya, EKG ang ilang tawag, na akay mabantayan that there are slopes and there are flat lines. No? Flatline nga kanang bugbo nga flatline, dili ka ng flatline nga lahos, kay that's asystole, patay naman ang pasyente ana, no? Ang ato ang tan-awon is na kay makita nga murag slopes, na po kay makita nga mga micro flat lines. Okay? So your ECG class looks like this. Okay? What are the different slopes that you can see in an ECG? Number one, you can see your P wave. Okay? Where is the P wave on the ECG? This is your P wave. Okay? Unsa man na siyang P wave class? The P wave on the ECG represents your atrial contraction. Okay? So when the atria contracts, it creates a slope. And the slope is letter P. Okay? Your P wave also represents the functions of your sinoatrial node, as mentioned earlier. Okay? So makaibalo ka nga naakay atrial contraction, kay naman kay makita nga P wave. And there is an atrial contraction because your SA node is working well. Okay? In fact, if the SA node is working well, you would hear the lub sound on your stethoscope. So that is the P wave. What else? What other slopes can you see on the ECG? You can see a complex, meaning a combination of Q, R, and S. This is what we call, class, as your QRS complex. Okay. The QRS complex is the spike or the slope that you see every time the ventricles contract. So P wave is to atrial contraction while your QRS is to ventricular contraction. Di man mo makalimot, anak, class. Di man sad mo malibog, anak. Why? Because your QRS complex appears to be like letter V, an inverted V, which represents ventricular contraction. Okay? And the QRS also indicates that you have an AV node that works well. Okay? SA is to P wave, while the AV node is to the QRS complex. And when you use your stethoscope, you will hear your dub sound. Okay? So nanakay P wave, nanakay QRS complex, naapod kay T wave. Okay? Where is the T wave here? This is your T wave. Okay? The T wave, class, is the part of the ECG which will affirm, no, when present ang imong letter T, it affirms that there is an atrial contraction or P wave, or that there is a ventricular contraction or a QRS. Meaning, if naagani si P, naagani si QRS, then definitely naagid na si T. What if naakay P wave, pero wala kay QRS? Question, will there be a T wave? The answer is wala. Because your T wave will only be present if the P and the QRS complexes are present. Okay? What if you don't have a P, you don't have a QRS? Will you have a T wave? The answer is wala. Because again, T wave will only be present if P is present and if QRS is present. Class, your T wave also has the reputation of being sensitive to your potassium imbalance. Meaning, if naakay taas nga potassium, hyperkalemia, or ubos nga potassium, naakay makita nga changes sa imuhang T wave on the ECG. Okay? Pila may normal na to nga potassium. Aron di mo makalimot, hunahuna lang nga ang potassium is found in saging. Kung mupalit kag saging, imagine na akay gipalit nga 3 padulong 5 kapungpong nga saging. Oh. So 3 to 5. 3.5 to 5 is your normal potassium level. Less than 3.5 is hypokalemia, and more than 5 is already hyperkalemia. If the patient has hypokalemia, meaning ubos ang iyahang potassium, unsa may atong makita? Makakita ta og prominent U wave. Your prominent U wave is also known as an inverted T wave. Okay? So if we look at the normal ECG, yun ana, P, QRS, na kay T. Unsa may porma kung naay hypokalemia ang pasyente? Unsa spelling sa hypokalemia? H-Y-P-U. Hypokalemia. Aron di mo kalimot, no? Hypokalemia. Meaning when you have hypokalemia, you see a U wave or an inverted T wave, and it looks like this. You have your P, you have your QRS, and you have an inverted T wave or a U wave ang tawag ana na yan. Okay? So magtanaw gani kag EKG, unya naay ingon ana, unsa may pasabot, na akay nakita nga letter U or inverted nga letter T, pasabot na akay hypokalemia. Okay? How about if the patient has hyperkalemia? What will you see? You will have a tall and peaked T wave. So Kani siya, this is your normal ECG. Okay? Let's have hyperkalemia, meaning taas, no? Hyper. So what happens to the T? In hyper K, there is hyper T. So you see letter P, you see QRS, and you see a T wave. Okay? So ana imong makita, no? Meaning there is a peaked T wave. Ganina, you have an inverted T wave. Okay? So, nga naman ni siya, class? Nga naman nga makita nimo sa letter T ang hyperkalemia o hypokalemia. Because if P represents atrial contraction and SA node, your QRS represents the AV node, what does your T wave represent? It represents your Purkinje fibers. And as I have said, ang imong Purkinje fibers are sensitive to your potassium levels. Okay? Now, these are the three kinds of slopes. Si P, QRS, o letter T. Okay? Now, what are those flat lines on an ECG? So may mga flat lines imong makita. So on an ECG class, you will see two different kinds of flat lines. This is flat line number 1, and this is flat line number 2. The first flat line is called your PR interval. And your second flat line is called your ST interval. So duha, na kay PR, na kay ST interval or ST segment. Okay? So PR interval. Your PR interval represents atrial relaxation because flat lines indicate relaxation. And how about your ST? It represents your ventricular relaxation. Okay? So ang PR interval represents atrial relaxation. And how long man mo relax atong atria? It relaxes by 0.12 to 0.20 seconds. Such that if the PR interval is prolonged, no, taas ang imuhang PR interval, it indicates there could be a probable heart block or there could be carditis as what we have learned in rheumatic fever. Okay? Pwede na ay heart block, pwede sad ka na ay carditis kung prolonged ang imong PR interval. Sir, unsaon man na nako pagkaibalo nga prolonged ang akong PR interval? Plus, take note na 0.12 to 0.20 seconds ra ang imuhang PR interval. Okay? So to illustrate, mo ni siya imuhang P, then QRS, then akay T. Okay? Kung magtanaw kag ECG class, naa kay makita nga dako nga box. Okay? And ang dako nga box is equivalent to 1 second. Nga naman, naaman na siya makita nga 5 ka small boxes. Okay? Kanang usa ka small box is equivalent to 0.04. Okay? So pila man ang 0.04 times 5? That's 0.2. No, that's not 1 second. It's around 0.2 seconds. 0.04 times 5. Yes. 0.2 seconds. One big box is equivalent to 0.2 seconds. Such that one small box is equivalent to 0.04 seconds. Meaning, class, ang imong PR interval should only be comprised of 3 padulong 5 ka small boxes. Kay ang usa ka small box is 0.04 man. Okay? So let's say kani. This is your PR interval kani. So dapat imong makita diha class 1, 2, 3. Tulo ka buok. So kung tulo ka buok, unsa may pasabot ana? Nara siya sa 0.12 seconds ang imuhang PR interval. Okay? So what if ingon ani? Na kay letter P. Okay? Kay QRS, kay T. Unsa may pasabot ani? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ka small boxes. So pila man ang 10 ka small boxes? So that's 0.4 seconds, no? 0.40 seconds. Is that beyond the normal PR interval or less than the normal PR interval? So that's prolonged, no? That's beyond your 0.2 seconds. So kani siya, this is an abnormal ECG. Nga naman, ang imong PR interval dapat tulo padulong 5 ra ka box. Ang nahitabo dire naa kay napo ka small boxes or 0.4 seconds which is way beyond the 0.12 to 0.2 seconds na PR interval. Why does this happen? This usually happens, class, whenever you have carditis or an enlarged heart. Nga naman, di ba, class, your P wave represents SA node. And your QRS represents your AV node. Ba? Now, ang time distance of travel sa kurente from SA going to your AV is exactly your PR interval. Okay? So, kung kani imuhang heart, okay? Di ba naa diri si SA, naa diri si AV. Okay? Now, this is SA going to AV. Pila to ka seconds? Di ba 0.12 to 0.2 seconds ang time travel? Pero what happens when the heart is enlarged? O, padak-o na ko ang imuhang heart. Kung sa may nahitabo, di ba, class, ang imong SA nilayo padulong sa AV? So since layo ang SA going to AV, how would you describe the time element? Mas mubo, mas taas. Di ba mas taas? So mas madugay ang biyahe sa kurente from the SA going to the AV. That's why you have a prolonged PR interval. Okay? Another kind of flat line that we see on the ECG class is your ST segment. Your ST segment represents ventricular relaxation. Di ba? PR is to atrial relaxation while your ST segment is to ventricular relaxation. Now, your ST segment, when elevated, represents hyperactivity of the ventricles. So when the ST segment is elevated, it may indicate myocardial infarction. Okay? So, mutaas gani ang ST segment, it indicates myocardial infarction. That's why you have heard the mnemonic STEMI. Unsa man ang STEMI? STEMI. When the ST segment is elevated, there is myocardial infarction. So, how would we see that on ECG? Unsa may porma anang ST segment elevation? So, this is your P, this is your QRS, this is your ST segment. So you see that there is an elevated ST segment. Okay? So that is your ECG, which is comprised of slopes, P, QRS, and T, as well as flat lines, which are your PR interval, as well as your ST segment.